Alright, so the second fight taking place at UFC 260, Miocic versus Ngannou 2, is Gillian Robertson and Miranda Maverick. This fight is a women's flyweight fight. Miranda Maverick, the 24th best women's flyweight fighter in the world. She's a record of 8 wins and only 2 losses, 23, almost 24 years old, 5'3" tall, and has a reach of 65 inches. Gillian Robertson, the 16th best women's flyweight fighter in the world, 9 wins and 5 losses, 25, almost 26 years old, 5'5" tall, and has a reach of 63 inches. So Gillian Robertson is gonna have the height advantage, but Miranda Maverick is gonna have the reach advantage in the fight. The top predictions for this fight have 75% of the vote going for Miranda Maverick to win the fight, mainly by decision. Then a lot of people have Miranda Maverick win the fight by TKO or KO in the fight. Only 25% going for Robertson to win the fight, mainly by decision. And then a lot of people have Robertson winning the fight by submission. And then if you look at the betting odds of the fight, I believe Miranda Maverick is the favorite to win the fight. So the betting odds are -160 for Miranda Maverick to win the fight. Gillian Robertson around +140 as the moderate underdog to win the fight. So a pretty interesting matchup here in the women's flyweight division. If you look at Gillian Robertson, 9 wins and 5 losses, coming off a devastating loss in her last fight. I mean, it was an absolute domination against Taila Santos. I believe one of the judges' scorecards had it 30-26, literally giving her a 10-8 round in one of the rounds. So 30-26, 30-26, and then 29-28. Just one takedown in the fight, but a total of 12 minutes, 47 seconds of total control time for Taila Santos in the fight. I mean, that's absolutely insane. Landed 72% against Gillian Robertson in the fight. I mean, it was just an absolute domination against Gillian Robertson in the fight. Against a really, really good wrestler who's really, really strong and is a really, really good clinch and a really good takedown in the fight. Before they got a decision win over Poliana Botello. The third round submission win over Courtney Casey. Lost one fight to Macy Barber by first round knockout. Before that, second round knockout win over Sarah Ferrada. A second round submission win. Lost one fight by second round submission. Got a second round submission win over Molly McCann and a first round submission win over Emily Whitmire. And then also in the Ultimate Fighter 26. If you look at how she wins her fights, 6 wins by submission, 1 win by knockout, and 2 wins by submission. So obviously, if you guys know anything about Gillian Robertson, she's gonna be looking to get a submission in the fight 100%. But Miranda Maverick, she's just so strong. Has amazing striking and has a lot of submissions on her record. Even though she's a really good wrestler, she takes the fight. She takes the fight to the ground over and over again and goes for submission after submission after submission. I mean, if you just look right here, first round TKO win inside the UFC, decision win, third round submission, first 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 round submission, even as an amateur, first round submission, first round submission, first round submission, first round submission, first round submission. I mean, come on, man. Miranda Maverick is also a really good grappler, but has a really good takedown. It can easily take Gillian Robertson down at any point in the fight. Has 6 submission wins, 3 decision wins, and 1 knockout win. If you look at her losses, let's see right here, both losses coming by decision. So this should be a very interesting women's flyweight fight. I think the only chance, in my opinion, for Gillian Robertson to win the fight is to let Miranda Maverick take her down, and then try to latch in an armbar from the bottom. Try to get an arm triangle choke submission. Try to get a triangle choke. Try to get a guillotine choke submission win over Miranda Maverick in the fight. Those are the main ways I see Gillian Robertson winning the fight. But Miranda Maverick has really good submission defense. Never been submitted as a professional or as an amateur fighter. I think she's gonna go for takedown. Maybe go for a couple submissions in the fight. Landing a lot of good ground and pound in the fight and land a lot of good control time on Gillian Robertson in the fight. I think this fight is gonna be pretty similar to the last fight. With Gillian Robertson and Taila Santos, where there was literally like 12 and 13 minutes of total control time for Taila Santos against Gillian Robertson in the fight. I expect like 7 to 8 minutes of total control time for Miranda Maverick in the fight. I think this is going to be a dominant wrestling and grappling performance for Miranda Maverick in the fight. So I'm 100% going for Miranda Maverick to win the fight by 30-27 unanimous decision.